Introducing the suspect.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Tap into all the shows. Real Conversations with KG.
Is that right now? I'm at peace right now. You know, things get hectic as it gets closer to the fight.
Okay. Do we got a fight?
Yeah, I fight April 10th at the Prudential Center.
Bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing.
And now the Co is the main event. So that's the way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Trill Thursdays and Usual Suspect Sundays with hard
I'm talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, damn positive, you know what I'm saying? And putting it in their face by any means.
Tales from the B-side with KG and TD.
Needed to fill out additional paperwork to clarify.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That is the paperwork that you see there.
And
Okay.
Open Mic featuring you.
Yeah, that was a close fight. He got dropped a couple times, but I thought
We do not care.
wow.
It's a Usual Suspect thing.
I'm talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, damn positive, you know what I'm saying? And putting it in their face by any means necessary, you know what I'm talking about? I'm on Trill time, though, know what I'm talking about?
Yo, 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 yo. What it do? What it do? Mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2. What it do, man? I believe I'm good now with the sound. Pop trunk surround. You understand me, man? It's Trill Thursday, man. It is your boy 503 man. We back at it again. We definitely on Trill time today. Subscribe, smash that like button, share that stream down right. It's the usual suspect team, man. Oh yeah. We got boxing this weekend, man. We're supposed to have 2 cards this weekend, but we only got 1 card. Big Baby Miller versus Peró, the new Cuban sensation, going up against Big Baby Miller in Vegas, Matchroom, DAZN. And it's very, very funny. We got heavyweight boxing this weekend, but we got other people outside the ring fighting for the Ali Act to stay in place and not the Revival Act. Oh yeah. Oscar De La Hoya, Nico Walsh, Ali Walsh, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on in boxing, man. And I'm here for it all. Yeah, man. Look, man, when y'all come up in the building, share the video, tell a friend to tap in, man. This is the 2nd day in a row my notifications have not been going out. Nobody knows I am live. I'm steady refreshing my phone to see if I'm gonna get a notification, and notification still haven't went out, man. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube is on that bull job, man. Yeah. YouTube is on that bull jive, man. So if you in the building, I appreciate you for pulling up. Man. Please rock out with me, man, for the whole entire stream, man. If you leave, don't be gone too long, man. But if you can stay and rock out with us, man, I will really and truly appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about? Because like I say, man, YouTube is not sending out the notifications. It did that Tuesday, for Talk Heavy Tuesday, when I had my big brother Fella on here. And yeah, man, and it seemed like it's doing the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying their best to slow down the motion, but you can't stop the motion, man. Your boy been out here running them numbers up, going crazy, man. We on the road to 3,200 subscribers, man. The views is up, the watch hours is up, the subscribers is up. My analytics is booming, and it's all organic. I didn't pay for Nathaniel. All off the hustle and the muscle, and it's all off of y'all. And I love y'all for that, man. Salute to my chat. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Chizat. But like I say, man, it's H-Time Trill Thursday, man. We got heavyweight boxing. We got the politics of boxing. Oscar De La Hoya is trying to keep the Ali Act in place. Nico Ali Walsh is trying to keep the Ali Act in place. We got some newcomers trying to take over. And speaking of newcomers, man, our first usual suspect has pulled up on us. This is Trill Thursday. And the first usual suspect that's pulling up is the mad scientist, Dana Blizzak, Jay Steels, Mr. The Odd Fellow, Steel City Committee. You understand me? Yeah. And this is who I wanted to pull up because who else to tell us about Zuffa boxing and the Revival Act versus the old guard with the Ali Act. Let's go ahead and bring our brother in, man. Jay Steele's the odd fella, the first one in the building. Salute, bro.
And what it do, what you saying, what it going, it's your favorite, get your most hated odd fella. Pull up, it's Trill Thursdays. Smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right. It's a usual suspect. Tank. Salute to 503 in the dig. Salute to everybody pulling up in the chat. Salute to the usual suspects. Y'all know what it is. Tap into the websites, usualsuspect6.com. The drip site, shop usualsuspect6.com. Get yourself some clean fighter apparel. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, good to be here. It feels like a Friday, but you know what I mean? But of course it's a Trill Thursday, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get this party started. You know what I mean?
Okay, man. First things first, man. You is Dana Blizzak, and we had some shim-shams going on in a fight pool. So
yes,
Big Baby Miller and Peró. How many people?
Do we have breaking news on that?
Nah. How many? Is this the only pick'em for this week, or is there more pick'ems?
There is 2 pick'ems. So that one that you just mentioned between Big Baby Miller and Lenier Peró, and we also got pick'em in the super middleweight division. That's Jacob Bank against Paulinus Nalundu. Butchering his name, but we gonna call him Nalundu out of Namibia. I think he's like 20 wins to one loss. Got like 18 KOs. He got a high knockout ratio, but I don't know if he's been fighting at the world class opposition as Jacob Bank, who's knocked out William Skull in his last fight. So he has some momentum on his side, and he's undefeated Danish fighter. So that's a pick'em. Important divisional matchup once again in the 168 division. He's right in line. He actually should be in line to fight Hamza Shiraz for that WBO belt, but he got skipped over. In a dig, got skipped over. So yeah, those are the only pick'ems for this week, week 13, second to last week before the fight pool ends. You know what I mean? And hopefully they'll announce more fights for week 14, the last week of the fight pool. But yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. So we only got 2 pick'ems this week, man. Real quick, man. Let's go ahead and big up the chat real quick for my people that's pulling up.
Yup.
Queen 71 was the first one in the building. Salute to you, Queen. She say we live and in person. My brother BFTB say he shared it, bro. YouTube on some BS. Yeah, man. They been shadow banning me, bro. They ain't been sending out none of my notifications. I don't know what that's about. I might have to see if I can hit somebody up about that. She say I'm listening while at work, so I'm here until I'm not. Salute everybody. KG in the building as well. Where you at, big bro? He say, yo, salute 5. I didn't get one. He say facts. I only knew because you put it in a fight pool chat. Yeah, man. And salute to my brother D-Man Jr. as well for pulling up on me, man. What it do, D-Man? I ain't seen you in a minute. Bye. Appreciate you, bro, for pulling up. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. So I got some videos I want to play. And we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it because this has been floating around social media.
What you got?
The Ali Act.
You know what? I haven't taken the time to see what old Della Hoya fishnets.
Yeah, you finna see it right now. Check it out. Hold up. We finna pull it up. Yeah, we finna pull it up because I haven't
Nico Ali. What they got to say.
Yeah, let's check it out. All right. Yeah.
Members of the committee, thank you very much for this opportunity today. My name is Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a U.S. Olympic gold medalist, a 6th Division 11-time world champion, and now run Golden Boy Promotions. I care deeply about boxing and more importantly about the fighters who step into the ring and risk their lives for our entertainment. I'm here because I strongly believe the proposed changes to the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act take us in the wrong direction. Today, you will hear many different perspectives, some that may want to discredit the decades-long work the sports stakeholders have already done to create a safe sport that puts fighters first and creates a free marketplace for fighters to negotiate the best deals for their families and for their personal legacies. I grew up in East LA with very little. Boxing was my way out. When I won the Olympic gold at 18 years old, I had promoters coming at me from every direction. My family and I didn't have access to legal advice. I signed the first contract put in front of me without fully understanding it. It didn't take long to realize I had been taken advantage of. That experience is not unique. Many fighters enter this sport young, trusting, and without resources. And once they are locked into the wrong deal, it is very difficult to get out. That is exactly why the Ali Act exists. I had the opportunity to work with Senator John McCain on this. As a national hero, a prisoner of war, and someone who loved boxing as a former Golden Glove fighter, he understood the risks fighters take and the need to protect them. The Ali Act reflects that commitment to fairness and to protecting fighters from being taken advantage of. Passed in 2000, the Ali Act addresses real problems, including conflicts of interest, lack of transparency, and the exploitation of fighters. It creates a system designed to protect fighters and preserve a fair, open marketplace. Those protections still matter today. This principal change of the proposed amendment allows a promoter to create an entity that serves as both promoter and governing body, a so-called unified boxing organization. This mirrors the existing MMA model and creates a closed system controlling rankings, titles, and access to opportunity. Under this structure, as long as the UBO complies with its own internal rules, it would not violate the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act. Meanwhile, traditional promoters like myself would still be required to comply with full financial disclosures and reporting requirements. In other words, one system operates under transparency and accountability, while the UBOs do not. This is a fundamental shift in power that, if changed, would put corporate profits first, fighters second. We should be clear about who benefits from this. These changes align directly with what Zuffa Boxing and its leadership at TKO Group Holdings have already said they intend to build in boxing, a model similar to the UFC. And we already know what that model looks like, and it does not work for the fighters. The UFC and its parent company agreed to a $375 million antitrust settlement after fighters accused them of suppressing wages and restricting competition. At the same time, Zuffa Boxing is fully funded by the Saudis. We've already seen how that kind of funding reshaped another sport through Live Golf. We should be honest about what is happening here. That was sports washing, a clear effort to use sports to reshape reputation. Now, players who were drawn in by the money are trying to come back to the PGA Tour since the league will lose $5 billion in funding. This should serve as a warning. Transparency is just as critical. In current Zuffa contracts, fighters are locked into rigid earning structures with little to no ability to negotiate. The promoter controls all major revenue streams, including media rights, ticket sales, and sponsorships, while fighters are limited to guaranteed purses and discretionary bonuses, with only narrow participation in upside revenue. As an independent contractor, fighters won't have leverage when one system controls all opportunities. Under current law, fighters already have the right to see the financials behind every event they headline, giving them a fair opportunity to negotiate their compensation. I also want to address safety. The proposed changes suggest improved protections, but boxing already has strong safeguards in place and existing protections, including health insurance for injuries and life insurance for fighters' families. Commissions and promoters ensure fighters are medically cleared and cover related costs. If this proposal is truly about protecting fighters, why are MMA athletes not included at all? They compete in a similar dangerous sport, yet they are completely excluded. That raises serious concerns about whether it's truly about protection or about restructuring control of boxing. Fighters deserve real protection and real opportunity, not have to fight the system as well. If this bill passes, fighters will have fewer choices, less leverage, and less control over their careers. And when that happens, it will not be the sport that failed them. It will be us. Thank you very much.
All right. That was Oscar De La Hoya. But before we get to that, man, our second usual suspect has entered the building, man. We call him the good doctor. KG, K underscore, the storyteller from the B side. You know what I'm talking about? The future crystal ball holder. I seen him at the cleaners, man. Looked like that boy was getting fitted for a jacket. You know what I'm saying? I started to throw a brick through the glass, but I just kept rolling. I ain't want to be no hater. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, we got KG up in this motherfucker. What's going down with it, big bro?
This nigga said he wanted to throw a brick through the damn window, man. God damn. I'm in here getting fitted with the damn League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and this man want to throw a brick through the goddamn window. You something else, man. Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my boy, the architect. You call him the mad scientist, no damn motherfucker architect. And then I'm cooking up a name for you five, man. Mr. Get To It, goddamn it, because this motherfucker said, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna ask you all the shit. He that kid that there be riding in the back seat. I said, hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, so we not there? Stop over here. Let's go stop over here real quick. He gonna play the semantics game with you to get you to do something that he want you to do. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all fellas, man. I see y'all in here talking about Nico Walsh and Nico Beige damn Walsh and damn stiletto fishnet there I'm talking about. Bro, look, I know you ain't asked me yet, man, but let me speak to this, man. I know our fella gonna clean up every damn thing that I missed, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, our fella, help me out right here. They look stupid as shit, right? Because wasn't the Ali Revival Act presented as an option that you can still utilize the original Ali Act without any question, any pressure? The fighters actually got a choice. They can sign the Ali Act or they can sign the Revival Act. Am I correct?
A and B. Option 1, option 2.
Exactly. So that right there out the gate, five, they're defending what? An option? You're trying to eliminate the second option. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I think they just trying to get the whole Revival Act took off the board. Period.
That's stupid. You know why? Because look, our fella made me a believer, and then when I did my research on looking up this Revival Act, the Ali Act does not offer damn medical benefits to these fighters. It does not offer anti-doping, you know what I'm saying, not out of their pocket in their favor.
Yeah.
It does not offer them a damn meal plan to make sure they stay on weight. one thing that Oscar De La Hoya keeps leaning on, MMA. This is boxing. This is a boxing league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you keep tying it into, you know what I'm saying, the UFC or MMA or whatever? Because that goes back to our other show from Sunday. Niggas ain't fortune tellers. So you're just assuming and predicting that they're going to make these mountain-sized changes that fighters can't get out of. The same situations that the sanctioning bodies have put fighters in, right? Same thing, you know what I'm saying? Because don't the sanctioning bodies hold up undisputed also? Don't they have their own belts that they want you to pay for? The Zuffa belt, I don't hear anybody saying anything about any sanctioning fees. And then the other belt that they're willing to recognize, the Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine don't make you pay for anything. So I don't know what paperwork these fighters get from these sanctioning bodies when they pay these fees, but we got to hear from Silly Man on the back end to say, well, he should be paying this because this goes toward retired fighters and this, that, and that. The Ali Revival Act make that damn evident. That's what they're doing. It's like it's no back end, no sidecar explanation needed to be added. They're telling people out the gate, yeah, this is what the money, this is what your money is going toward, and this is what we're covering, so you don't have to pay for this because boxing is the poor man's sport. Everybody ain't got medical fucking damn, you know what I'm saying, insurance. And then a lot of these guys, they're high risk. They're high risk because they're in a combative sport. For they get hit in the head, nobody wants to insure them.
Yeah. When he threw me off at the end when he said they got medical and life insurance. I ain't never heard no shit.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, cause shit, you do tales from the B side and these dudes don't be on there talking about they got insurance.
Hell no. And a lot of these B-side fighters, they're considering going to Zuffa. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're considering going to look, y'all favorite fighter is talking about going to Zuffa.
Who you talking about? Devin Haney?
Devin, damn the dream, damn king. Was it Targaryen? The king of the Targaryen. Yeah, Mr. Damn King. He going to Zuffa. So like the course that they're trying to run, they're pretty much what they're trying to do. Boxing is a corrupt damn sport. It's a greedy sport. The sanctioning bodies are just damn disappointed that they don't have control of the greed anymore. They're losing their grasp of the greed. You see what I'm saying? And we don't know if Zuffa is going to, you know what I'm saying, put the fuck to everybody, but the sanctioning bodies is losing the stronghold that they've had. You see what I'm saying? So that's the scary part right there. They're scared of losing their you know what I'm saying, the greed. Staying in penthouses and suites and stuff when they go to these retreats and all these damn, you know what I'm saying, boxing commission organizations and everything. Bro, they're mad because they're losing their grasp of, you know what I'm saying, they get to the point, they're not going to be able to get cheese on that Whopper. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see nothing wrong with it, especially if Zuffa is offering fighters things that they damn can't afford for themselves. Medical, sufficient food to eat, a weight plan. How many damn, I know Zuffa just started, Zuffa Boxing League just started, but how many fighters have shown, you know what I'm saying, come up that they've been struggling with weight, miss weight? You get what I'm saying? Think about that. In this short time, we haven't heard anything about anybody popping dirty. Everybody's damn happy. Everybody's comfortable. And they're looking to them get back in the fights because they're guaranteeing them fights. These damn sanctioning bodies and promoters, bro, they're holding up the fighters. Oh, no, I don't want you to fight him yet. You see what I'm saying? But Zuffa's like, nah, bro, you're guaranteed to fight them 3-4 times a year. As long as you can stay healthy. And when you come out of the ring, we have recovery for you. Like I said, I'm not dumping on the damn Ali Act because, like I said, Zuffa is not dumping on the damn Ali Act. They said, bro, y'all got an option.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play Zuffa's response. Nick Khan got on a stand and testified in correlation to what Oscar is saying and to what Zuffa is trying to do. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the first question of today's show. Subscribe, smash the like button, share the stream, Darren Wright. It's the usual suspect team. It's Trill Thursday, man. We're gonna keep it all the way Trill today. with Zuffa, the Revive Ali Act and the old Ali Act. And we're gonna talk a little boxing, man, for these pick'ems this week.
I ain't talk out of turn, did I, Five? Because you see,
Nah, man. You came in here and popped your shit, man. You popped it. I want you to pop your shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what Trill Thursday is all about. So KG already cooked up a little something. You know what I'm saying? But the first question of today's show is: does the Ali Act still protect fighters today, or is it outdated? Once again, man, salute to the chat, man. I see my boy Bivio, my boy Tyrone Spencer, Rod Neal. Tyrone Spencer says Oscar is full of ish. When he says us, he means the promoter. The promoters are going to get hurt. Queen says some interesting things too. She says they picked the wrong one to testify. Says the guy that is getting sued by his fighters. Yeah. Okay, all fella, man. What's your thoughts, man? Does the Ali Act still protect fighters today, or is it outdated?
Chat coming with it today. You know what I mean? Salute to the chat. Trill Thursday. You know what I mean? Talking that trillness. I'm gonna continue with that trillness. Does this act protect the fighters today? The act that we seen fishnets claim it's protecting so avidly. I ask you this, Five. Is this act protecting Virgil Ortiz? Because he's currently on the shelf right now. He was being used as a pawn to enable Golden Boy to extend their contract with the zone. And now he's just collateral damage. A fighter on the shelf in limbo. So does this so-called Ali Act, is it working for Virgil Ortiz? Because I don't think it is. You know what I mean? I don't think it is. He's coming at the Saudis in a sense indirectly with Zuffa boxing and this new revival act that they're putting forth, right? But it's so contradictory, it's so hypocritical that this man is questioning the finances and the motives of where this is coming from, this revival act, when he was the same one that sold the Ring magazine to the Saudis.
He ain't lying.
He was the same one. Not only the Ring magazine, but the Ring belt. The same Ring belt that you don't pay no sanctioning fees for. You see, he gave that to the Saudis. This was the same man that was laying up in bed, pause, with the Saudis with the Riyadh season. Didn't he do a all Mexico extravaganza over there in Riyadh?
Bruh.
Isn't his biggest fighters being loaned out to Riyadh season? When's the last time we saw Lil Riri on a full-out Golden Boy card? He stayed busy on a Ring magazine turkey card. Huh? He in full-out bed. So what is Oscar talking about? And look at the people representing. You know what I mean? If this is so despicable, where are all the fighters? Where are all the relevant fighters? Where are all the champions speaking against this revival act? I don't see them, Five. I only see Nico Ali.
I feel like ain't lied yet, man. See what I'm saying?
I mean, these fighters are absent. These fighters are absent. You know why? Because there's an A and there's a B. There's option one and there's option two that is being presented and trying to be passed. There's a reason why Lord Targaryen Devin Haney is highly considering, it might be even a formality right now that he signed with Zuffa. But there's a reason why. Because there's an option one and there's an option two. And Fishnets ain't telling you that. And if this is the case, 503, here's the kicker. If this is the case, are we gonna come at all those UK promoters? Because all those UK promoters, Queensberry, Matchroom, Boxer, Misfits Pro, the whole lot of them, they don't abide by no Ali Act. You got motherfuckers running around being a promoter and a manager at the same time, Five. Yeah. You got niggas withholding the money, withholding what's really going down with the cash flow on these certain boxing events, because they're not required to show clarity. So are we gonna ban those UK promoters for doing work on US soil? Because I don't hear no cries about that. But I hear these cries because it seems like it hits the bottom dollars of these bottom feeding promoters and bottom feeding sanctioning bodies, Five. I call bullshit on this, bro.
Yeah,
Land the plane.
man. Let me say this. I don't want to sound like I'm against it or I'm with it. I'm on the side of the real boxing fans. Do real boxing fans really give a fuck who is running the show? Long as we get in the fights, why should we care? Really though. Now, history is one of my favorite subjects. They always say you got to know where you started to know where you're going. That's the saying, right? History tells us where we started at. If you look at the history of Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. Golden Boy Promotions was funded in the early 2000s. I probably was a teenager around the time they started. When Oscar De La Hoya left Top Rank, right? He became his own promoter. He started putting together his own shows. When Oscar De La Hoya stepped away from boxing, by the way, he was a legend. He was a great fucking boxer. One of my favorite Hispanic fighters in America, by the way. I love Oscar De La Hoya in the ring. Outside the ring, not so much. Oscar De La Hoya, you were the same person who had a mean stable of fighters. A mean stable of fighters. You know, you had guys like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Shane Mosley. You had guys like Adrian Broner. Jermell Charlo, Earl Spence Jr., Deontay Wilder, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Canelo Alvarez. You had a plethora of guys. It's too many to name, but you had a big stable of fighters over there, Golden Boy. But you let a guy by the name of Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman swoop in and take all of your fighters. You fell asleep at the wheel, Oscar, just for you to turn right back around and sue PBC and Richard Schaefer and Al Heyman. Not only did you sue, but Top Rank sued too. We remember that. The same guys you were in business with, you sued them. Because you was in business with Al and Richard. You sued them. Richard lost his license as a promoter, had to step down for a few years. You tried to slow down the motion of the PBC. But see, Al at that time was one of the most powerful men in the sports and entertainment world. You couldn't stop the motion, Oscar. You couldn't stop the motion. Then you turned around and lost your most loyalist fighter to date in Canelo Alvarez. You know, Canelo stayed down with you through those days. Yeah, Canelo stayed down with you. You lost him too. You lost him to Al Heyman, PBC. You lost him to Eddie Hearn. And now you're losing him to Turk Al-Sheikh. Just like you're on the verge of losing Virgil Ortiz Jr. See, down here in Texas, we take that real personal. Because now, me being a fellow Texan, I got to see my man Virgil on the sideline. While Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas is getting all the glory, fame, and fortune. And I gotta watch. I gotta be a spectator. I gotta salute Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, because it's not their fault Virgil on the sideline. That's your fault. Does the Ali Act still protect fighters today? It don't look like Virgil is getting that much protection. Did you protect Canelo? Is you protecting Ryan Garcia right now? See, these is questions that need to be asked. Why should I care who is putting these fights on long as the fights is getting put on? I don't care if it's Turkey. I don't care if it's Al. I don't care if it's Bob. I don't care if it's Frank. I don't care if it's Eddie. Whoever is putting the fights on, congratulations. You got my support. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fight fan first. I'm not a fan of Golden Boy first. I'm a fight fan first. But the Ali Act, it's nothing wrong with change, bro. But you, my friend, you have been opposed to change. You was opposed to it when PBC came into the picture. And see, you mad. This is the real reason why Oscar mad. You mad because you're not a part of the change. Because if Golden Boy was chose to be the front runners in America backed by the Saudis, I don't think you will be that bitter and that mad, Oscar. You really mad because he chose your arch nemesis your top op on the business side and Dana White. That's really why you mad for real. Let's go ahead and call a spade, and let's keep it Trill on Trill Thursday. That's really why you mad, bro. You mad because you didn't get picked. But you're the only one that's doing all this. Like our fella said, and he broke it down in actual factuals. Where's everybody else at? Why we didn't see nobody from Top Rank? Why we didn't see nobody from the PBC? Why we didn't see Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn is in America right now. He in Vegas. He on the West Coast. Why we didn't see Fish Eyes? Why we didn't see Ben Shalom? It seemed to me like you're on an island by yourself, buddy. Is this really about the Ali Act? Or are you just mad because you're not a part of the new regime? I land the plane right there, man. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. Because we got more questions to get to. You got something else you want to say, big bro? Go ahead.
That was perfect layering right there. I talked about the actual act. I, came in and carved it up as far as the history, and then you then went even deeper as far as them Golden Boy and its own history. See what I'm saying? So I hope, I hope everybody was taking notes on that, man, because I certainly was, because you named off some names that I wasn't even aware of, because like I told you, I pay attention to what goes on in the ring. So for y'all to know that, man, hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all just educated me in this short little segment.
Yeah. Okay, let's before we get to the second question, let's pull up what Nick Khan had to say.
The Crawford-Canelo fight, which Senator Rosen referenced, that was for the 4 different super middleweight sanctioning body belts. Terrence Crawford won the fight by unanimous decision. The WBC then stripped him of that title for refusing to pay a $300,000 fee for the honor of having that belt. Chairman Cruz, said earlier about the Los Angeles Dodgers being the World Series champions. It would be like if Major League Baseball went to the Dodgers after they beat the Blue Jays and said, no, we're going to take this title away from you because you didn't pay us money. That's what it's akin to. They are terrible for the sport. They've ruined the sport. And by the way, the last thing on Canelo Crawford. So WrestleMania this past weekend, which Senator Rosen mentioned, Make-A-Wish. WWE does a lot of work with Make-A-Wish. John Cena in particular has made more wishes happen than any other human in the existence of Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish, a nonprofit organization, they bought $2,500 of tickets. The WBC for Canelo Crawford, they hold themselves out as a nonprofit. They purchased $265,000 of tickets for that event and insisted upon a suite for the president of their company. It's a mess. It's not just health and safety. We all want more health and safety. It's about presenting an option. And by the way, if fighters want, as Mr. De La Hoya said, they want to fight for those belts, please feel free. We're not saying get rid of them. We're saying keep the Ali Act as is. Just provide this option for the UBOs, which we think is great for the fighters. The Crawford-Canelo fight, which Senator...
Okay, that's one video. Now check him out on this next one.
What would the benefits of allowing a UBO provide to the next generation of boxers?
This provides an additional option. So the current state of boxing would continue to exist. If the fighter wants to go into that, please feel free to sign with those promoters. If you want a chance to be something bigger over a shorter period of time on a platform, we were able to secure a deal with Paramount, as I said, on a platform that has almost 80 million subscribers worldwide and has a network partner in CBS. If you want that exposure, if you want trading card deals, if you want merchandise deals, if you want video game deals, of which the fighters would all participate financially, if you want all of that plus some more, come this way. If you don't, that's your choice.
What would the benefits of allowing a UBO?
All right, so that was President Nick Khan, he came out and popped it for Zuffa. And he exposed Silly Mind for being a silly mom. And he gave fighters the option. If you want to sign with us, come sign with us. If you don't, sign with them. See, this is the thing. And see, this is what I love about this, right? Because it's not like fighters are being forced to do anything. The option is there. It's not like these boys is being forced into slave contracts, bro. They have the option. Blue pill, red pill. Which one you want to take? That's what Nick Khan is saying. If you want to stay in a traditional setup with the promoter, the manager, and go right ahead, bro. But we got some over here. It might be a little bit more beneficial to you. Oh, by the way, and he said, Silly Man had to get a whole bunch of tickets on behalf of the WBC, and he wanted 300 thou wow from Bud in a presidential suite. You can't make this shit up, people. All right, man. This is the second question, man. Are fighters really in control of their careers, or is it promoters and networks calling the shots, man? KG, based off what you heard from Nick Khan, how are you feeling, man? Are the fighters really in control?
All right, I'm gonna speak in the direction of Zuffa when it comes to this, because y'all know, you know what I'm saying, my guys here, you know what I'm saying, in Richmond, are tied, you know what I'm saying, are the people that handle Jaleel Hackett. So we know Jaleel Hackett has been with TMT. He's been with Matchroom. And now he's with Zuffa. So him being with Zuffa now, and without giving me actual details in the contract, my guys, you know what I'm saying, that handled Jaleel Hackett, they said, bro, this is the best damn thing smoking. They said we've been in other deals, but they said, but this here, they said they're accommodating when it comes to everything. Everything's taken care of. They said there's a lot of things that we don't even have to worry about. That we, you know what I'm saying, us being management and or his trainers having the, you know what I'm saying, things that we have to cover. He said, bro, it's already, those boxes are already checked off for us. He said, and Jaleel, you know what I'm saying, knows that he doesn't want no upside down opponents. He wants to, you know what I'm saying, actually challenge himself, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want Jaleel to hear me say that, you know what I'm saying, because it's only winning in his mind, you know what I'm saying? So, it is, you know what I'm saying, and that's what he's supposed to think. But me being realistic, he just wants action, and he's able to damn get 3 to 4 fights a year, as long as he, you know what I'm saying, in good condition coming off of his fights, and they got recovery systems. They got medical. They got every damn thing, all the boxes covered. So he's in control in that sense. And even on the flip side, you know what I'm saying, you have a certain level of control, because your management team, they have a vision for you. Your promotional team, they have a vision for you. And in a perfect world, your management and your promoters, maybe their vision might align, but in most cases they usually don't. Like pretty much as we can see with the Virgil Ortiz situation, his management wants something. And Virgil wants the same thing as management want, but promotion is like, nah, that ain't what it is. So you can hear it. We've had fighters on Tales from the B-side break that down and say, bro, just because they slip you 3 names, they're making it seem like you have control, but promoters, they already have a vision for you. They know what they want. And I see on the Zuffa side, they don't care about your O. It's like, because everybody got that stigma over here. I got to keep my O. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's me as the fighter trying to protect it, or my promotional team trying to promote, trying to protect it. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Munguia. Remember that? Zerto. Remember that? So protecting it to get to a certain position that they can say that my fighter was able to do this, but at the same time, does that bring the money in? And in Zerto's position, I ain't seen no big bucks come in his direction. You know what I'm saying? Verge either. You know what I'm saying? Jaime either. Jaime got put into the damn, you know what I'm saying, the Canelo sweepstakes, so he, you know what I'm saying, he was lucky to catch that bag. So, but the promoters are in control, and they're making that clear. Zuffa, like I said, in a short period of time, the only thing they keep trying to tie them to is to the UFC. Well, the UFC is being drugged like this. I'm like, yeah, but all us three on this panel knew Dana White coming into boxing. Boxing has always been speak for yourself. Speak. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit quietly. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to be able to do that because it's not his model. UFC was his model. You know what I'm saying? The way they put that together, that was their model. So fighters had to either sign to them or not. That was, you can't do that with boxing. Guys already have voices, so you got to adapt. So some of the same spins and everything is going to come with me. You know what I'm saying? The same foundation, but at the same time, y'all do have voices. And speaking as far as Jalil, he has good representation that they ask those questions. And I told them, they was like, yeah, they got standard shit in this contract, but nothing is labeled as mandatory. Nothing is labeled as mandatory. But if you don't have proper representation that is going to read past certain things, yeah, it's going to seem like you're being slaved or getting jerked or whatever. But that's with any contract. You have to have the proper people on your team. So you're really in control if you got the proper people on your team. And Zuffa's, like I said, I'm pretty much in control because y'all niggas just taking care of a lot of things that I don't have to worry about. So yeah, I'm kind of in control right now. And I want to fight. So I don't know, man. If you balancing it out, like I said, man, Zuffa's they're allowing these dudes to drive the car a little bit. It might be confined to a certain neighborhood right now, but they're able to drive.
Yeah, man. I'll say this before I let Ard go. I'll say this, man. In every sport, I think, depending on the status of the athlete, they all have control to a certain extent. I think about a LeBron James in basketball. Yeah, he plays in the NBA, right? But he has a little bit more say-so and wiggle room because of his status. You look at a Tom Brady in football, right? Yeah, he plays for the New England Patriots. He's under the system, but he has a little bit more say-so. And salute to Tay in the chat as well. I see you, Tay. Salute to you. In boxing, you got a Floyd Mayweather, you got a Tank Davis, you got a Devin Haney, a Shakur, a Tyson Fury, a Wilder. Because these guys' status supersede to astronomical levels, they have control. But what about the guys that don't have that? Like, let's say a Jaleel Hackett or a Efe Ajagba or a Brandon Adams or a Sergey Boychuk or a Jai Apataya, a Berlanga. You see what I'm saying? So a promoter might be able to goddamn control them a little bit more because they not the Canelo, they not the Floyd. See what I'm saying? So it really all depends on the boxer. Now look at a guy like Conor Benn. A guy like Conor Benn, who's not even close to a Devin Haney, when we talking about levels and accolades and status. He coming to Zuffa getting a big bag. And he has a lot of leverage and control. And if you want to use the UFC model, look at Conor McGregor. Look at John Jones. Look at Francis Ngannou. And like I say, man, I'm not pro anything. I'm pro fight fan. That's what I am. Long as we get in the fights and the fans is happy, it don't really matter to me. Oh, fella, what say you, man? How do you feel about what Nick Khan had to say? Are fighters in control of their careers, or is it promoters and networks calling the shots?
In my opinion, either way you look at it, whether it's the old guard or the new, the fighters were never in control of their careers. We can look at, and I'm gonna take it to the so-called quote unquote middle class of boxing. We can look at the clean bop. Shout out our clean fighters, Afacio Falcone, who just recently fought a couple weeks ago in New Jersey. Supposed to get the second round TKO over Tacky and Nine. However, due to the promotional situations, his fight was not aired on Pro Box TV. Fighter wasn't in control, even though that he sold a copious amount of tickets. Brought a lot of people to that arena. But he wasn't in the power to even be included within the broadcast, Five. Now, in the new guard, you joining up to a pseudo corporation. Because let's be real. The old guard is like being a freelance contractor, right? And being a freelance contractor, you have a promoter to do your logistics. Your promoter does your logistics. He gets your opponent. He sets the venues. You know what I mean? He puts the flyers up on the window and all that shit. The new guard is the corporation. You know what I mean? The corporation that you go in there, but they set the standards. They're going to tell you who you going to fight because they got a system, a ranking system. But within that structure, there's corporate perks. When you're in a corporation, you usually get perks that you don't get if you're just a freelancer that can wake up anytime in the morning, so to speak, fight once a year. No, when you're in a corporation, you're expected to be there at 8:30 in the morning, all the way up until 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon. No, when you're in the corporation, you're expected to fight at least a minimum 2 to 3 times a year, 503. But within those 2 to 3 times a year, you're going to get those corporate perks. You're going to get those health benefits you don't get as a freelance contractor. You're going to get those medical expenses written off that extends to your immediate household 503 that you don't get as a freelance contractor in the old guard. You're going to get that proper nutrition. That proper nutrition that you got to pay out of pocket as a freelancer in the old guard 503. You got to pay the testing expenses, the drug testing expenses, not with the motherfucking new guard in the corporation. They got that. They got that covered. You know what I mean? And if you a talented, struggling artist, a struggling pugilist, you know what I mean? Well, they got accommodations for you, 503. Freelance boxers, freelance contractors, they don't got that. They don't got that option. Right? And now we hearing Nick Khan further reveal endorsements. How many of these boxers out here in the new guard got major endorsements? And now we're hearing the offering of major endorsements within this corporate structure in Zuffa. So, yeah, they on both sides, fighters aren't going to be in so-called in control of their career. But what do you want? You want to be in the old guard and still be that freelance contractor, worried and pretty much based on the relationship that you have with your promoter that does the logistics? Or do you want to be that guy that is tired of that shit and wants stability? It might not get you the $15 million contract that Conor Ben did, but it gets you those 3 fights a year. It gets you that maybe that $250K every fight. It gets you that close to $1 million a year type paycheck. And that might be all right. That might be all right for the middle class opponent. We can't always be thinking about the upper tier fighters. We gotta be thinking about these fighters on the come up. These gatekeeper fighters. These fighters that are talented but just really ain't got that shine yet. And this what might fill the gap. So that's what I got to say on that.
Okay. Now I like that, brother. I like that. Okay, let's keep cooking, man. Question number 3. And this one really gonna hit home. Should boxing have one governing body? And salute to my big bro Jay Good coming through. My boy Isaiah W218 in the building as well. Oh shit. Better late than never, you heard me? We got the third usual suspect on the panel by way of the 504, Ninth Ward to be exact. Mr. Bullshitting on the Beltway, Mr. Pick'ems. You understand me? Seasons 1 crystal ball holder. He was the first one to go to their cleaners and get fitted for that jacket, man. We got our brother Cadillac Red in the building. Wow, what's happening with it, Red?
Whoa, what it do, fellas? What's happening with it?
Man, I can't call it, man. How you feeling over there, man? Y'all got y'all a new wide receiver, man, coming to the NO, man, for them Saints, man. Is that the pick you wanted?
Man, this is bullshit when it comes to that, man. So let me get this right. Chris Olave stay injured, so we need a new receiver. So we go get a receiver that stay injured. I don't know what's
we gonna have him lift weights.
I don't know.
He'll be all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga, they say, yo, the nigga good, but he stay injured, man. Like, what the hell? So why you? Oh man, you know what?
I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain, man. That's what happened with the receiver we got. Tank Dell. That nigga, he been hurt for the past 3 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I feel your pain, brother. All right, man. You came in right on time, man. We talking about the Zuffa Supreme Court trial hearing that they having for the Revival Act versus the old Ali Act, man. I ask you since you just pulling up, man. You can start us off with our third question. Should boxing have one governing body like the UFC? What's your thoughts on that, Red?
No. I mean, I want to say yeah, but boxing corrupt. So you got to have multiple corruptionists, I guess. I don't, man, listen, man, look, man. Because I seen a little bit of the case out there. And I got to be honest with you, Five. Watching all this is theatrical to me because I know Dana White paid them people off. Dana White, Donald Trump, and company is already, the decision is already made. They're going to get their way. It don't matter who called the stand and what kind of stories they give. Touching, heartfelt. Who the hell is this guy to think he could say this type of stuff? Because I done heard all kind of stories up there. I done heard how boxing saved my life. I done heard my granddad. This is my granddaddy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I heard Oscar come up there and say, let me tell y'all about cocaine. I mean, look, let me tell y'all about why we need this Ali Act to stay intact. Because they try to take my money. So, look, man. I know Dana White already paid. The palms already been greased. The writing on the wall. That's what I got.
All right, KG, I'm coming to you, man. Should boxing have one governing body like the UFC? Is it time to wipe out all of the old corruption and have one governing body?
Look, it's kind of like with Red, how he started. It's like it's kind of hard to answer. Should they have one? It's like if they had one, but not like the UFC. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like at the root of it all, if shit went left and everybody just out in a bunch, it got to be some kind of order. Because if there ain't no order, everybody just gonna just be unorganized. That's why, you know what I'm saying. That's why Red is a coach for his team. You know what I'm saying? Because if that, them little girls be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need something of that. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers got to be able to sit at the same table at the same time instead of whispering over here in the cut or coming up with different, you know what I'm saying, ways of doing it instead of having a universal, like this universal footprint. This is how we going to do it. This is the status. This is how them goes. And if, like, I don't know, man, like, because it's already been corrupted. But we need some kind of organization that people can't slip through the cracks when it comes to this, or you can't damn play favorites when it comes to this. Nah, bro, buddy's on the chopping block. He got to go. So it has to be some kind of organization. So if that's one or a coalition of motherfuckers that actually see it somewhat down the same damn line, then I don't know, man. But one's not gonna do it because I don't know. I think it'll be an overload, and then that's when we're gonna start seeing the bullshit. So I don't know, man. So organization is what the actual word should be, I think.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I say this, man. I think it'll be hard for one person to run the entire boxing correlation. It would definitely probably you'll probably need maybe 5 motherfuckers doing it, 6 motherfuckers doing it. I don't really know for real. I know that's kind of a loaded question. But something has to give. The main problem that we have in boxing is the corruption, the politics, the sanctioning bodies always having a say-so in the fuckery. Then to back that up with the promoters causing all of the fuckery. Then with the fighters doing all of the playing the politics, ducking, not wanting to fight this guy, not wanting to fight that guy, not wanting to fight this girl or fight that girl. Those are some of the main problems that we have in boxing. Why is the number 1 guy not fighting the number 2 guy? Why is the number 3 guy not fighting the number 4 guy? How the fuck did this guy just come in and skip the line and he ain't fought nobody? These are the type of problems that we're having in boxing. We need some type of true and real structure and real organization in boxing, because this is the wild, wild west. And if you know the right people, if you pay the right people, then you can be the man overnight. We keep seeing it again over and over and over. How does a Teofimo Lopez who just lost become a mandatory for another sanctioning body?
The black effect.
See what I'm saying? That's bullshit. It makes no sense. How does Conor Benn become Ryan's mandatory? How is he number 1 and he haven't fought at 147 in 3 years? See, these is questions that need to be answered. Fella, take us home on this one, man. Should boxing have one governing body like the UFC?
Yes and no. A governing body like the UFC, hell no, but boxing does need a governing body to oversee. More so, I would say, a overseeing council that oversees and amends the standards that are already in boxing to these specific organizations, whether it be the sanctioning bodies or whether it be an association like Zuffa Boxing, which is a representation of a league. You need somebody over those organizations to check those leagues and those sanctioning bodies to make sure they're adhering to the standards. That's what boxing needs. Now, as far as UFC as the model of governance in boxing, should it be the only one? I'm in kind of agreement with the organization structure. So with that, I believe there should be competition. There should be a competition because there's a threat with the success of their UFC model and their structure that it could be replicated. Who's to say that MVP's not already doing it with the women with MVP W on ESPN? Who's to say that they can't collaborate and combine their forces with a Matchroom and a Queensberry and a Top Rank to create their own boxing organization in competition with Zuffa? So, yes, And no, 503.
All right, man.
Hold on, five. Look,
go ahead.
Can I propose this? Maybe not like the UFC, but like an honest WWF/WWE type shit, where you know the rankings count. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then there be some grudge match or something, and they come out and say, you know what? Fuck the rankings, you gotta fight him since y'all talking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? I could take that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, under one, you gotta be honest. Then that's the problem. We can't turn it over. No one here, we all want to. We all want to turn it over to one nigga. But we scared that one nigga not gonna be honest. That's what it boiled down to. So if I know I'm gonna get some entertainment, you know what I'm saying, with it, and you know the matches can't be predetermined because it is boxing, I could take that. WWE style, honest, one sanctioning body. KG, you cool with that?
He ain't lying.
I fella, you cool with that?
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you said. Yeah.
Okay. Tay say that's the problem with Dana White in the UFC. Dana does not like to cross promote. Plus, there's no sponsorship. And see, let me say this, because Tay say is absolutely right, because she does watch a lot of the MMA events. She does, Tay does promote MMA on her platform, on her pages. I always see her posting the UFC fighters. So she is more privy to what's really going on in the UFC. In boxing, see, everybody is so hell-bent on Dana White making boxing like the UFC. Dana White cannot do that. Boxing is the first original combat sport. Boxing has been here since the early days, you know, since slavery, if we just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors probably was fighters back in the day. We don't fucking know. But it's been around since that long. When we all watched Django, when we seen the two black guys in there fighting one another boxing style, that's how long boxing has been. So Dana White can't make it. He can't make the boxing like the UFC. He can't do it. It's impossible. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This is not his model. All he can do is try to enhance it, make it better, make it more corporate, bring more structure to it, and try to get people to fuck with him and get a part of his movement. That's all he can do. And like I say, I'm all for competition. I'm all for change. I'm all for evolving, growing, progressing. There's nothing wrong with that. These fighters still have the choice. They have an option on who they want to fuck with. This all boils down to their business and their politics and what they want to align themselves with. I see a lot of people clowning Devin Haney, talking about Devin Haney going to Zuffa is a bad thing. It may be a bad thing to you because you just don't like Devin Haney, and no matter what he does. If Conor Benn is on Zuffa, it might be a bad thing to people that don't like Conor Benn, but I don't see Conor Benn fucking complaining. I don't see Richardson Hitchenson's complaining. I don't see Berlanga complaining. So why the fuck are we complaining? See, we be liking to project our feelings on these fighters, and our feelings and how they feel is two different things. See, I don't think a lot of people was actually watching these Paramount Plus Zuffa cards. All these shits is banging, thumping. And like I say, bro, it's trial and error. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's not going to be perfect. Case in point, look at the zone. The zone controls, I would say, 70 to 80% of the networking in the programming in boxing right now. The zone has Top Rank, Matchroom, Queensberry, all in one. Plus, they still got the ring cards, the Riyadh cards. That's 80% of boxing. Plus Golden Boy. I remember 6 years ago, niggas was laughing at the zone. Oh, you gotta pay $20? It's a platform for boxing. I remember 6 years ago, niggas was saying Eddie Hearn was gonna get something back to the UK. Look at Eddie Hearn right now. I remember niggas laughed at the zone. Now the zone has majority of boxing on this platform. The zone has a card at least 2 to 3 times out the month, if not every week on the zone. You have boxing on the zone. We have boxing this weekend on the zone. So I'm just saying, man. All right. Now let's check out what Oscar De La Hoya had to say, man. And we're gonna get to these heavyweight cards.
Guys, got back from Washington, D.C. I am super tired. Clapback will continue next week, but I do want to thank Nico Ali Walsh. Thank you for fighting the good fight, man. You really did a great job. But we walked into a buzzsaw. It was crazy how Chairman Cruz, we meet him beforehand, and all he can talk about was President Donald Trump, how what a great time they had at the UFC event. The questions felt scripted. I mean, the corruption that I felt in the room was just disgusting. And then, look, I have videos next week that I will show you. I will put together, all the lies that Nick Khan told. It's going to be pretty interesting, but I can't wait for next week. Yo, what's up, guys? Just got back from Washington.
All right, so that was Oscar, man. He say he felt the corruption. He felt the corruption in the room, man. And let's play. I want to see if this is Nico real quick. Let's play what Nico had to say.
So I don't know if you've seen the Zuffa boxing events, but if you have seen the events, it, from my perspective, looks very plain. It looks very corporate. In current boxing, you have the freedom to have those sponsorships, unlike in Zuffa, where you're forced to wear their trunks, or you're forced to not have certain amount of sponsors or whatever their rules may be in their contract. But that's what makes boxing important to me. And as a fighter, I know that having those sponsorships gives the fighters more money. It's only for the fighters. And if the new Revival Act was truly for the fighters to put more money in the fighters' pockets, they're moving that same UFC model over to boxing. You can see it through their events already. Mm-hmm. And if that model were truly for the fighters, you wouldn't see the $375 million antitrust lawsuit that's going from the that the UFC had to settle. You wouldn't see former UFC fighters complaining about pay. You wouldn't see current UFC fighters begging for raises in their pay. If that model truly worked and if it was truly for the fighters, you wouldn't be hearing so much about money from these UFC fighters. So I don't know if you've seen the.
All right. So that was Nico Ali and Oscar De La Hoya, man. I ask my next question though. Are we seeing the end of independent fighters? Fella, what's your thoughts, man? How do you feel about what Nico and Oscar De La Hoya had to say? Oscar De La Hoya say he felt the corruption in the room. And yeah, how you feel about all this, man? Are we seeing the end of independent fighters?
You felt it in the room. It was probably all over him in his pants or something. Pause. You know what I mean? That's the only shit that's corrupt up in there. You know what I mean? But is this the end of the independent fighter? The independent fighter was a myth, bro. Let's be real. Your favorite successful fighter was dependent on a great advisor or a huge financier. Once again, your favorite successful fighter was dependent, not independent, dependent on a great advisor or a large financier. So this fighter independency, once again, is a myth. And it's bullshit that this is the argument that they're taking in front of Congress. Once again, 503, there's option 1 or there's option 2. You can be the upper echelon fighter and have your sponsors. But did Congress ask Nico Ali what sponsors he got? Because I don't remember him having any type of big time sponsors other than the last name, Ali, that's been sponsoring his career. So what is we talking about? Once again, within the corporate system, the man revealed, Nick Khan, that there will be endorsements. When you're in the league, you look at soccer. A soccer jersey got endorsements on the jersey. You know who else started doing that? The NBA. The NBA jersey is not just the NBA logo, the crest, and the team logo. It now has the logo of the sponsor. All those NBA jerseys have uniformity. Not one team can come out and say, yo, you know what? Since we the New York Knicks, our jerseys are gonna be button-ups. You know what I mean? And the Wizards gonna have zip-up jerseys and shit. Nah, they can't do that. They all have to be uniformity because they within a league. And within that league, you're allowed to have the independence to have your own logo. Within that league, you have the independence to suit your own sponsor. Now, with those sponsors that are on those jerseys, the NBA players get residuals from those sponsorship contracts. I mean, the multi-million-dollar contracts that these sponsors are paying out to put their logo on these jerseys, because that's huge advertisement. Having these jerseys on national TV, international, broadcasted international, over how many, 80 something games, not including the playoffs. Great advertisement. You get all these players get residuals. So now you're including boxers into that lifestyle too. We getting residuals from the endorsements. When I was just a guy that was 14-2 on the shelf, managers trying to dick me over, trying to got a title shot, won the belt, but couldn't afford to pay the sanctioning fees type shit. And I can get some endorsement money from the residuals from being in this corporation. Independent fighters was a myth. 503.
Red, what say you? Are we seeing the end of independent fighters, man? If Devin Haney goes to Zuffa, is that the end of the independent fighter? How do you feel about that, brother?
Well, hold on. First off, let me say what Oscar was talking about, because that boy Oscar funny. Oscar say, "Look, man, I walked in the room and felt corrupt. Kind of felt like how I be making them fighters feel when they walk into my room. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this, man. This ain't cool. I know corruption when I see it. I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I heard from him. And I agree with our fella. Ain't none of these fighters really, I mean, you know, because I don't want to say that. Fighters are independent when you got the short-term deal. 1 fight deal, 2 fight deal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's flexing independence. But you still going to somebody promotional company or whatever to get the fights or to get the numbers that they're trying to give you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this still is the fighting game. If we came into some money tomorrow and we start hosting fighting events, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, you an independent contractor, you coming over here, you know what I'm saying, to fight one of our guys that who we thought was nice like that. We going to pay him, we going to pay you. So, I mean, you know, that's why I kind of agree with our fella. You going to have something. Somebody going to have to be putting some type of money up. You talking about making all this money. So, and even if it was you alone, doing it alone, you still going to have a team together, putting all that together and paying other people. And ain't nobody doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really like totally on some independent shit until you paying other motherfuckers to come fight you and your people. That's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the real shit. That's what Tom Brown is. That's what Matchroom is. You know what I'm saying? That's what Queensbury and Fish Eyes. That's what Top Rank is. Fucking nigga Don King doing it, ain't he? If I'm not mistaken. These niggas is signing fighters and then paying other people to come fight their fighters. So if you ain't doing that, you ain't really independent. And truth be told, them people ain't even independent because sometimes you have to work with other entities still. So, you know, everybody gonna need everybody, but, you know, that I'm just saying. It ain't no real, I could do it by myself. This is, I know it's you fight alone, but you gonna need somebody.
All facts.
Yeah. Salute to the homie Craig. Yeah, Mr. Get It Off Your Chest podcast. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. Salute to the guys over there on Get It Off Your Chest podcast, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thug thizzle over there. Y'all funny as hell, man. Queen 71 say Oscar got some damn nerve. He was feeling himself. Pause.
Hey man, who the fuck I did? That's what I want to ask, man, because I ain't heard this, man. Whose fucking idea was it to have Oscar speak? Of all the people in boxing, Tom Moretti would have did a better job than this shit. For real, man. This nigga Oscar, like you fresh off a case of pulling some bullshit and fucking up one of the biggest fight in boxing.
He the one that pulled up to their defense. Yeah, he the one that pulled up. Yeah, he's the one that pulled up for their defense. Earlier, before you got here, we were saying, our fellow was saying, where the fuck are the rest of the fighters at? Where's the other? Where's the other?
Yeah, it was just him and Nico, bro. It seemed like this.
Man, hell no. I know him and Nico there. I know Oscar told somebody, "I got this, man."
Nah, bro. I think they let Oscar go out there and embarrass himself, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah, they told him, "Yeah, we gonna pull up with you, Oscar." It's like, fuck nah, nigga.
Fuck. That shit ridiculous, man. And I already had said Dana White and them had already paid for this nigga, man. They did a Donald Trump event. Ted Cruz all motherfucking all. Yeah, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. I could tell you right now, nigga, Ted Cruz is the governor of Texas.
You already, you know.
We a red state, homeboy.
Man, look. Ted Cruz looked at Oscar and said, look, he think he white, y'all. Look at him. Ted Cruz looked at Oscar and said, he think he white, y'all. Look at this fool.
Man, listen. This Ted Cruz is the same nigga that every time it's a motherfucking catastrophic event, whether it's flooding or it's an ice storm out this joint, you know what Ted Cruz be? In Mexico. He be the first. Ted Cruz be the first motherfucker leaving this motherfucker. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about the niggas. He don't give a fuck about the Mexican. He don't even give a fuck about the white people. He be out this bitch. Gone. We be up underwater. You know, Houston always flooding. Goddamn. The fucking freeway be froze. Niggas can't move around and shit. Our grid fucked up. Niggas don't have power for 2 weeks. Nigga, Ted Cruz is on the island somewhere, nigga. You think Ted Cruz give a fuck about what you talking about, Oscar? Once I seen Ted Cruz up there being the judge, I say, oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, nigga. You out of there, homie. Corruption indeed. KG, what you got on this, man? Are we seeing the end of the independent fighter? What's your thoughts on this, man?
As far as the independent fighter, I can't say no more to that than Red and Odd than already damn said, man, because they just said more than enough when it comes to that shit. But as far as Oscar and this damn corruption that he felt and sensed, and Nico and his oh man, this is what happens when checkers show up to a chess match. That's exactly what happens. You heard Nico say, whatever their rules are. I'm like, so you telling me you went into war and didn't study your opponent? You didn't study their playbook that you had at your disposal. You skimmed through it. You just skimmed on through it. Or didn't read it at all. Just like a lot of people. Like, you know what I'm saying, back, you know what I'm saying, when me and our fellow were talking about it, and everybody was like, no, man, they're trying to do this. And we're like, no, that's not what it says here. Did you read it? And everybody was like, no, well, I ain't get around to reading. You're like, well, how are you defending it? Well, how are you going against it? You know what I'm saying? Like, make that make sense. And Nico, shame on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why you you half Ali's grandson, man, because you probably only read like half of those 50 pages. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get how did you go in there unprepared like that? And then you go in there with Oscar. Oscar in there pleading, trying to play on people's heartstrings, and the shit sounds outdated. There was no corruption there. Well, of course it was corruption there, but at the same time, no, y'all should have came better prepared. And that's pretty much all I got to say on that.
All right, man. Salute to my boy Hen Dog, my boy Commission in the building, Shaquilla Fields in the building. Salute to y'all. All right, man. Let's go ahead and talk some boxing real quick while I got everybody here, man. We got Big Baby Miller versus Lenier Peró, the Cuban sensation, heavyweight boxing. This is what Big Baby had to say, man. Big Baby is in better shape for this fight, man, and the toupee is gone. Check him out.
I'm a maniac when I'm in shape. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, last fight wasn't my greatest performance, but you know, we did what we had to do. I went back to Philly and got in the dungeon, man, and we just grounded out, man. It's having fun every day. And I'm going to have fun beating his ass. I'm going to paint his face bloody red come Saturday night. I'm a maniac when I'm in shape. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I said, last fight wasn't my greatest performance, but you know, we did what we had to do. I went back to Philly and got for some of you guys that don't understand, I'm gonna give you guys the best ideology up to this, right? He's like a Lotus Elise. You know what a car Lotus Elise, right? It's fast, pretty fast, don't have that much horsepower, pretty agile, good on turns, right? But I'm like a big dumpster truck. So I'm gonna run him the fuck over. You know what I'm trying to say? So it ain't gonna be pretty. It might not even be that pretty, but I'm going to run him over. He can run all he can run, but I'm gonna catch his ass. And when I catch his ass, his goose is gonna be cooked. Plain and simple.
Cheese. Right, them cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you into cheese, melted cheese. Turn you into cheese. Turn you into cheese. Yeah. Cook your ass. After I knock him, knock your brother out too. Both of y'all get it the same year. Yo, you are crazy. I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna knock your brother out. Okay. Yeah, both of y'all get it this year. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Knock you out of your brother. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's stay here. Let's do it. Let's make it. Do it Saturday night, man. Saturday night, go to
it. All right, man.
Baby Miller has had issues.
All right, man. So this is what we got this weekend, man. We got heavyweight boxing in Las Vegas, man. Now, the last time, just to give y'all boys a quick history check, the last time Eddie brought a Cuban to the forefront against an American fighter, he lost. We all seen, quote unquote, Mr. Andy Cruz. I can't even call him Keyshawn Daddy no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the daddy not gonna go up in there and get beat up like that. So he's bringing in Lenier Peró versus Big Baby Miller. We all know Big Baby Miller. Look like my man is in some shape. He look like he didn't slim down. He's training in the dungeon with KG's favorite trainer. You know what you got to go do, so go on, get up in there and go do it. He went to the dungeon with Bozy and them Philly boys. He got in shape, man, and we're going to see what happened this weekend, man. Hopefully my mans don't pop for no steroids or nothing, man. You know what happened the last time Big Baby Miller was supposed to fight a matchroom fighter. It didn't work out too well for him. You know what I'm saying? That's just a quick history rundown. Is Big Baby Miller still a threat in the heavyweight division? KG, I want to come to you first, man. You know what you got to do, man. So go ahead, come off of mute and do it.
Hey, man, I swear I hate KG for doing that to Bozy. I swear. Because I can't think of Bozy is without thinking that, man. So, my bad.
and I picture him always, he's fixing his glasses when he said it. Like he push his glasses up and shit. But you were asking, is he still a threat?
Is Big Baby Miller still a real threat in the heavyweight division?
I gotta know that he's taking it serious. Like if he's in shape, because Big Baby, he can actually, you know what I'm saying, put punches together.
He don't look like he in shape to you?
I can't tell, you know what I'm saying? Shirts are misleading these days, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, they got the little slimming shirts that make people look slimmer than what they are. So I don't know. He may be, but I don't know. He might be damn sucking, you know what I'm saying, sucking his stomach in or something. I don't know. I don't know.
This
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the posture. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the root of Big Baby, he can actually fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows how to put punches together. He knows how to not get hit. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is he mentally going to come in shape? You know what I'm saying, for fights? Because if he is, then yeah, he can pose. You know what I'm saying, a threat where guys will have to go through him to get to something. You know what I'm saying? I can see that, but it's up to him. Because if he's still coming in 300, 290, 300, and gassing out by the fourth round, by the third to fourth round, then there's no bueno.
Okay. Cadillac Red. Is Big Baby Miller still a threat in the heavyweight division? What you got, man?
Look at that shit on top of his head.
I know. I was looking at it the same way, bro.
You got to take his shit serious. He don't take not a motherfucker. Look, go back. Fuck the picture that you got right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's ridiculous. Go to the other one.
Okay.
At the face-off, you give me look.
Damn.
We can't do this. No, he's not. No, he's not a threat.
Damn.
No, he's not.
Is that a fade? He's trying to fade in the peak.
No, he's not.
He's trying to fade in the widow's peak.
That's a soul patch. You gonna go everything
all
on
that.
The soul patch.
That tell you right there. They tell you more than enough. That's all you need to know. Is that a serious shape up?
That's all he got left though.
Is that a serious hairline? Is that a serious top?
Was that the AI hairline? Nigga
Hey, none of that shit serious. Don't ask me about is he a threat. He was never a threat in the heavyweight division. That nigga ain't never touched top 10 or nothing. Man, look.
He got just about enough hair there that could be Hitler's mustache. Look at it. Look at that.
Nasty work.
What is that?
So no, he's not serious. No.
They ate out some weight.
No, and no again.
It looked like he under 300 pounds this time though, man. Do that count for anything with you niggas? You niggas is
if the gas tank is good.
Look at his hair.
Yeah, not till tomorrow afternoon.
Hair like that, the nigga might as well come in at 350.
This nigga red, bro.
What? Your hair looking like that? What's the point? What's the point of being on whatever weight you guys feel is feasible for him? Whatever's good. The hairline looking like that? No, and no. And I told y'all it's gonna look darker than what you see in that picture. He gonna have that Beijing popping. Somebody gonna punch the Beijing, and then it's gonna come off on their glove, and then he gonna punch him in the eye. He ain't gonna be able to fight no more. Watch. Y'all ain't gonna be satisfied till I'm all the way 100% right.
Fella, what say you, man? Is Big Baby Miller still a real threat in the heavyweight division?
I mean, possibly 5. In all reality, this is a good test for Big Baby Miller. I can't really tell if what type of shape he's in. I'm not gonna look at the pecs. That those pecs are very boobish, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of overhang 503.
Oh man.
So I'm just have to reserve my thoughts until we actually see the weigh-in and what type of shape he does look relatively better. I saw a small training clip, but he was wearing a black training shirt. You know that can hide, and that means some of the physical flaws and whatnot. So
Right.
yeah, it remains to be seen. We're gonna have to check out the weigh-in, but once again, this is a good test against a live opponent, undefeated opponent in Lenier Peró. I low-key think this might be a B-side audition. Once again, a B-side audition for possibly an AJ fight. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
so with that being said, 503, if Big Baby Miller comes out of this looking pretty decent, yeah, he could be once again a real threat to the heavyweight division, securing himself a fight with other big fighters such as AJ. That's my take.
Yeah, for me, I don't think Big Baby is a real threat no more, man. Big Baby has lost a lot of motion. He's lost a lot of momentum. You know what I'm saying? If you can't beat Peró, you up Shit's Creek with no paddle, homeboy. Yeah. See, Eddie Hearn is feeding you to his young, hungry Cuban sensation. You understand me? Eddie Hearn is trying to get his hand back in the heavyweight pot, and you just so happen to be the first ingredients to his recipe. You're not a threat no more, though, bro. You lost that when you got stopped by Danny Boy. You know what I'm saying? You went life and death with Philip Herkovich, right? Yeah, man. You also went life and death with Andy Ruiz, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't even beat Fat Boy Andy. You know? You've had a lot of opportunities, man, that you kind of squandered, man. You didn't take advantage of your opportunities, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I've been checking out Peró. I've been watching his film and stuff like that, man. Peró ain't no slouch. He is not no slouch. I'm not gonna hold you. He's Peró kind of decent. This is his first real test, you know. And I'm gonna be real, bro. If he come up in here, bro, and he style on you, he stop you, he hurt you, he make easy work of you, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they feed you the Big Baby Anderson or Moses Atuma or something like that. Like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, man, you lucky you fighting Peró, nigga, because they probably would have called your ass to Paris. You know what I'm saying? You would have been a replacement opponent for a Coley and fight Yoka. You know what I'm saying? You on that type level, man. You fuck around and have to fight Tony Yoka or something, or Coley or some shit. So yeah, Peró. I think Peró is a gold medalist, man. Peró nice. I ain't gonna lie. Like the boy actually got some skills. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see, man. All right, man. One last question, and we gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We already done hit the 2-hour mark, man. Does Lenier Peró have what it takes to break into the elite level? Fella, I'll let you start us off with this one, man. How do you feel about Peró? I know he's Cuban, but you know he's out of Miami. He's based out of Miami. Trained by Santos and those boys. How do you feel about him, man?
I'm not overly impressed, to be honest. I heard some glazery from you just a moment ago, and you alluded to the man being a sensation. That to me is very much overreaching with that. How I mean, yes, he has a good to great amateur career, but his professional career thus far to me hasn't been all that remarkable. I mean, your best win is Victor Verist. You know what I mean? And that was about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what you did with Jordan Thompson in your last fight. You had me rooting for Team Light Skin, Jordan Thompson. And you know what happened to Jordan Thompson last week? He got stopped by a cruiserweight journeyman. A cruiserweight journeyman from France stopped Jordan Thompson. And you went life and death with Jordan Thompson, Team Light Skin, bro. And I'm supposed to believe Peró's sensational? Nah, B. He ain't been knocking out nobody. He's not stopping who he's supposed to be stopping. He's 13-0 and 33 years old, bro. He's not coming in the greatest shape either. Better shape than definitely Big Baby. Better shape than Big Baby, but when it comes to the experience against top level competitors, championship rounds, doing hard tens, that's what Big Baby Miller. The experience definitely goes with Miller. No matter how we feel that he might be a little bit past his prime.
Let me ask you. Hold on.
Lost 5.
Hold on, let me ask you something. When you think about the Cuban heavyweights, right? We think about Uncle Frank. We think about King Kong, Luis Ortiz. Do you see Peró having any success to what those guys did? Do you think he would surpass Uncle Frank or King Kong?
No. Absolutely not.
It sounds like you want to pick Big Baby.
Oh, you gonna see. Yeah, I mean, my picks are about to be set. Yeah, you gonna see. I have no faith in this nigga or his brother.
This nigga want to pick Big Baby, y'all. This nigga pick a Big Baby. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, y'all. I know you a Cuban simp. You know what I mean?
This nigga about to pick Big Baby. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get you saw what he looked like. The nigga was scary. The nigga with a Big Baby put that New York on him. You know what I mean? Put that simple look at this fake ass rock man looking ass nigga. You know what I mean? Rockman, bro. He a fraudulent Rockman. You wish he was Rockman. Rockman at least came to be a champion. Knocked out Lennox Lewis. Leno Peró ain't got no Rockman jab like that. Rockman at the age of 33 was deep in the fight, incredible contenders. This man ain't fought nobody yet. This is his first true test, Big Baby Miller, bro. Look at him. Looking nervous. I mean, I ain't picking no Peró, bro. He overrated. I mean, this is Big Baby Miller's time to actually get back into the heavyweight mix. Notice Eddie Hearn. Shout out Eddie Hearn, first of all. Let me cook for a minute, bro. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if this is your last question, your last topic and shit like that, but I gotta shout out Eddie Hearn because he doing a heavyweight fight in America, bro. You know what I mean? At least he keeping boxing up this week because niggas like Frank Warren and the Queensberry outfit didn't even have a replacement opponent for the A side and Tony Yoka. The A side. Sell out arena over there in Paris.
Bro, they couldn't find nobody for Yoka that was good enough to be on pay-per-view in France. Because that fight is gonna be, it was supposed to be on pay-per-view in France. That's why they didn't just want to bring anybody. That's what I heard.
Yeah. You just don't bring anybody. That's why you have a plan B. You have a backup opponent if things like this happen, especially when you have the deepest heavyweight roster in the game. 503. What is we talking about?
Salute to Big Joe.
What is we talking about? So not only did Lawrence Okolie shit the bed and violate, Queensberry Promotion shit the bed, but salute to Eddie Hearn for coming through. I was thinking shit. I was crossing my finger this nigga Big Baby didn't pop. You know what I mean? But we gotta fight. You know what I mean? we gonna see what it look like and see what it do at the weigh-in and whatnot. But yeah, I think this is Big Baby's chance to get his actual audition to fight AJ.
Okay.
Match routines. This is the setup 5.
Okay. Red. Does Lenier Peró have what it takes to break into the elite level at the heavyweight division? How are you feeling about the Cuban gold medalist versus Big Baby Miller? We see all
come right back to me, Five. Right back to me.
Okay, I got you. KG, how you feel about Peró, man? Does he have what it takes to break into the elite level of the heavyweights, man? Are you more so leaning to Big Baby or are you Peró? How you feeling?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Five. I don't know too much about this kid. I don't. You call him a sensation. Our fella said you capping. Red said come back to him. I don't know enough about the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if we was doing the little panel where our fella was doing the blood, sweat, and tears, hey man, he gonna be. I need more information, and I gotta do my research tonight because it's coming close for you know what I'm saying, for these picks to go in. So
yeah. Okay. But I mean, well, Red is back. What you got, Red?
I heard two different things, and they were keys into how I feel about this whole situation. I heard you say, can he match up to the other Cubans in King Kong and Uncle what's the boy
Ortiz?
Name? Yeah, Uncle Ortiz.
I mean, Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank. Yeah, Uncle Frank. Yeah, I couldn't think of Frank Sanchez. Uncle Sanchez. Yeah, okay, Uncle Frank. But them niggas ain't never had no belt. So what the hell? That's a low bar. That's a low bar. 5. That's from you. The second thing I heard that was the most important part. We talk about these numbers a lot, and that's why I feel fucked up. You talk about some sensation. You're full of shit. Our fella said the boy is 33 years old and 13-0. Fuck. Those numbers are not good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he the truth. I definitely need more information, but it don't look good. And if Big Baby handles him, which I would like to think he should, then and if by some stretch of the match, because he can't just beat Big Baby, in my opinion. Getting a decision on Big Baby ain't shit. You gotta do what Daniel Dubois did. You ain't getting no stoppage, then you know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Scram. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on it. And we'll find out, you know what I'm saying, on Saturday.
Yeah. Look, man. I'm gonna say this, man. The Cuban School of Boxing is one of the most prestige schools to be in. Peró is from that ilk. He's from that cloth. We about to find out how good he is. You know what I'm saying? I did say a sensation. That might have been a little bit too much baking soda on the dope. You know what I'm talking about? I might have stretched it a little too far, but we're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? This is what boxing is all about, man. You know, when you got guys like Moses Atoma and Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce, and you know what I'm saying, you got all these guys, man, Rocco and Big Baby Anderson, got all these guys out here, doing good shit, you know what I'm saying? And some bad, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out how good Peró really is, you know what I'm saying? And I think Big Baby Miller is the perfect situation, it's the perfect fight to see what bro really on for real, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I'm picking Peró. I don't give a fuck what all fella talking about. Yeah. Big Baby Miller gonna have to show me. He gonna have to show me he can mow a nigga down like how he's saying he gonna mow a nigga down. If he let's see if he can throw. I'm not even gonna say 100 punches around. I'm gonna say, can the nigga throw 70 punches around? Because that's what it's gonna take for you to beat a nigga like Peró. You're gonna have to outwork this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because we know he's the better technically sound boxer. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard. Like I say, man, Fish Eyes got all of the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? And history has told us that every time Eddie Hearn bring one of these Cuban niggas to America, man, it don't fare well for him. We seen what happened with Andy Cruz, man. Every time Eddie Hearn goddamn go up against some niggas outside a matchroom, the nigga end up losing. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully this year, with this summer, this spring, that shit changed. You know what I'm saying? And I think Peró gonna be the first nigga to change that narrative, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It ain't what it ain't, man. Trill Thursday. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. YouTube been on some bullshit. Ain't been sending out the notifications. So I appreciate you if you pulled up in the chat, man. Just know that I love you for real, man. And yeah, man, we'll be back Sunday, man. Usual Suspect Sunday, man. We're gonna watch these good fights. Saturday, it ain't really nothing else coming on besides probably the rest of the NFL draft and basketball. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna enjoy these fights, man. I hate that we can't see Tony Yoka and Okoli. I was looking forward to seeing that. And I think next week there will be no major boxing cards next week. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into some hot boxing topics all next week. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna talk all hot boxing topics. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a little fun with it. You feel me? So, but when May come around, stupid. Cinco de Mayo weekend, stupid. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool that we ain't got no boxing next week, man. We're gonna take a little break. You know what I'm saying? The Dana Blizzak definitely need a break. The commissioner needs to take a vacay. You know, it's been a hectic season 3 of the fight pool. So that's well needed. You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna kick back, man, and we're gonna enjoy this summertime, May, June, and July, August. We're gonna enjoy this whole little summertime of boxing. That's when shit really get cracking for real. So I'm happy to see it. And yeah, man, that's it. That's all, man. KG, man, let me get some last words from you, brother, so we can get up out of here.
Man, Trill Thursday, man. Another good one, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been dope, man. Y'all tap in Sunday, man. Tales from the B-side. Got Josh Wagner, the boss. You know what I'm saying? Brian Norman Jr.'s damn comeback opponent. We talking to him. And then I usually don't say it too soon, but I already didn't put it up. You know what I'm saying? This the following Sunday. We got newly crowned unified middleweight champion, Miss Laney Daniels. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to chop it up with her. Get her B-side stories because hers is a little bit different. It's not just boxing. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be a special one. So, y'all really might want to tap into that one because I think it's going to be a lot deeper than boxing. So, that's what I got, man. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, I don't see it on the screen right now, but wherever you see that US6 logo, man, you know what I'm saying? You already know that's where I'm at.
Yeah. My boy say he got Lonnie Daniels pulling up to the show. That's what's up, man. Red, man, what we doing, man? You outside tomorrow with it, man? Yeah, I know you've been locked in with the girls. Out there putting belt to ass, man, on that field, man. Oh yeah, and by the way, man, shouts out to Wood, man. I seen my girl made the cut for the commercial, man. Out there looking like Jeremy Shockey on niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Catching the ball and going straight up the field with it. You know what I'm talking about? Salute to Wood. Salute to them Lady Saints, man. Yeah, what we doing tomorrow, man? Give me your last, bro.
Yeah. We definitely outside tomorrow. It's a little light this weekend, but we definitely gonna have something to cook on for sure. With all the action and action not in the ring, but outside the ring. We definitely gonna have some shit to cook on. So yeah, man. Look out for us. 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 Central. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to the LDBC. It's the usual suspect team. I'll holler at y'all in a minute, though. What?
All right, fella, let me get your last, brother, and close the show out, man.
Indeed. Another dope one. Once again, make sure y'all tap in all the websites, usualsuspect6.com. Tap into the Clean Fighter campaign. Salute to all the clean fighters. And fuck all y'all dirty ones and the ones that violate, such as Lawrence the Sauce Okoli. Once again, tap into shopusualsuspect6.com where you can cop some Clean Fighter tees and Clean Fighter apparel, usual suspect drip and whatnot. But yeah, y'all know what it is. One more thing I forgot. We actually do have some boxing coming up in the next coming week.
Okay.
And that's the Benavidez versus Ramirez. You know what I mean? Benavidez versus Ramirez. So we're going to see if Benavidez gets that same treatment from the WBC. Are they going to strip him, or is he going to pay that so-called tax, the WBC tax, to go up and wait and fight for belts other than the WBC belt? You know what I mean? So yeah, he'll be fighting Zerto Ramirez next week. Of course, the undercard is Jaime Munguia and Armando Resendez, the WBA 168 title holder. And I believe we also got in the early morning, Monster Inoue versus Juntao Nakatani. So there's some major fights with some pound for pound implications going on in the next couple of weeks, Five. But this is your favorite, your most hated odd fella. Salute to the usual suspects, and I'm Gizon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate that. I definitely fucked that one up, man. You know what I'm saying? I usually be on top of that, but yeah, you right, bro. So that's May the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was actually fighting the Cinco de Mayo weekend, which was May the 9th, but they all fighting May the 2nd. So yeah. So then we don't get no break. So we gonna be right back to it like lighter fluid then, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So once again, man, this has been another Usual Suspect production brought to you by Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment, man. Subscribe, smash the like button if you're a playback player, man. Get in the comments and let us know what you feel, man. And if you missed the show, you will see the shorts up real soon, man. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. Once again, man, salute to all the guys who pulled up on us. You know, salute to my brother Oddfella for coming through the other day on Talk Heavy Tuesday. Y'all will be seeing more Talk Heavy Tuesdays with the Usual Suspects. We definitely gonna get Red on, gonna get KG on. I'm not bothering them right now because they're in the middle of football season and track season, and KG, he does 1,000,001 things, you know what I'm saying, and Red out there coaching right now, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that ring. So I'm gonna let my brothers, go be great fathers, you understand me, and great coaches and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for more content from the Usual Suspects, man. Y'all be sure to shop Usual Suspect 6.com because you do fit the description. I'm definitely waiting on my pack to touch down. I got some clean fighter tees coming. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm gonna be definitely ordering some more merch this whole summer, man. Hopefully Oddfella drop some more Usual Suspect drip for the summer, man. You know what I'm saying? A summer line need to drop, man. We need to get some shorts and some muscle shirts and all that good shit, man. You know what I'm saying? To go with the clean fighter tees. You understand me? So yeah. I'm be on the lookout for that too, man. I'm gonna see what it do. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get that pack in first though, man. But yeah, man, we was on Trill time today. We'll be back Sunday and tomorrow, man. Bullshit on the Beltway, man, with my brother Cadillac Red Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Texas is forever on my back. Straight like that, man. Trill Thursday, man. We on Trill time, man. We up out of here, though. Deuces.
I'm talking about it's really just about stacking this money, man. Getting on these singles, staying positive, you know what I'm saying? And putting it in their face by any means necessary, you know what I'm talking about?